What are you doing? You watching videos? You YouTubing? What are you looking for? Are you being entertained? What are you looking for? Are you searching for truth? Or are you searching for validation? Which one are you looking for? What is the truth? Truth is 95% of this country speaks validation and seeks validation. Truth speakers and truth seekers are pretty rare. What do I mean by that? Well, what's the difference between truth and validation? When validation is born of some truth, right? But validation accounts for the truth of one side of something while denying the truth of the other side. That's what validation is, right? I can talk to you about the plight of men and what men are going through in this country, and that would be true, sure. But what does it mean to deny the plight of women and what women have to go through in this country? Republican or Democrat? Guess what? They're both right. Guess what else? They're both wrong. One denies the truth of the other when there are valid points on both sides. So what we seek is validation. How much validation have you been seeking lately? To seek validation means that the truth of you is denied. And that's what most people are on, right? You just want to hear that you're cool, you're right, you're awesome, you're right, and they're wrong. Well, everything's right about you. How many things are wrong about you? Oh, no, we don't want to discuss that. We don't want to talk about that. Get that out of here. Get that out of here, right? Get that out of here. And you wonder why there's no growth. You wonder why there's no growth and the world has gone into chaos. Well, we're all validation seekers and validation speakers. So you've been through some things. You suffered some things. You went through some things. And you spend every day of your waking life seeking out people who validate what you've been through because they have similar experiences. What have people suffered at your hands? What have people suffered by knowing you? But we don't want to talk about that, right? You've been in domestic violence. You'll tell me the story of how you got beat and hit and slapped and all of that stuff, right? Right. But you won't tell me what part you played in it. So what I'm supposed to believe is some man woke up in the morning, yawned, and then hit you. That's what happened. All right. Should men be hitting women? Hell no. Should women be driving men to rage? Hell no. Well, we won't talk about that part, right? That's called victim blaming, right? It is what it is. Validation or truth. Because all we do is validate and nobody speaks truth, and not too many people seek truth. They seek validation, right? You seek the people who feel like you, who also deny what they have done, all right? One-sided truth, that's validation. It doesn't mean it's a lie. It just means that it denies 50% of what needs to be talked about. That's what it means. So look at it this way. Out of this validation mentality that we have in America, what is born of that is groups. Groupthink. Groupthink. I told you before, I don't do groupthink. I do not stand on the side of men. I do not stand on the side of women. I am not Republican nor Democrat. There is a truth about all of us to where you personally need to grow. Without your personal growth, what you're looking for is validation. This country preaches validation. And from validation, from this groupthink, are born the isms. The isms. What are the isms? Communism, capitalism, fascism, chauvinism, feminism, racism. Groupthink that denies the truth of the other side. All right. Where has all of this groupthink and isms gotten us? What's the truth about you? What do you need to change? Where do you need to grow? My focus is always on self-improvement. Not making more money, that's not self-improvement, that's more money. Self-improvement. How's your character? You can talk that crap, but let's say if I had every ex-boyfriend, every ex-husband, every ex-wife, every ex-girlfriend here, and they gave their statement about you, what would they say? Would they be lying? At the end of the day, we have to get rid of this validation trap. Truth is on both sides of the coin, right? Since we already know the truth about the other person, what's the truth about you? That's why every group that's born, these isms, every group that's born, there's a counter group born. The truth needs to have its day again. And it hasn't had its day in a long time. Somebody speaks the truth about both sides, but if somebody did that, now you're offended, right? Now you're hurt. Now you're upset because there's not supposed to be any kind of counterbalance to your truth. Your one-sided, limitless, your one-sided, limited, inglorious self. What's wrong with you? Now, forget what's wrong with the world. What's wrong with you? Why do we keep staying stuck on the same spinning, rotating wheel? Even if we got into education, and let's say you got a master's or a doctorate. Well, what do you have a master's and doctorates in? An ism. An ism. What's truth? Truth will save you from yourself. Truth heals. Truth does a whole lot of things. Name one thing that doctors heal. I'll wait.